Assalamualaikum. How are you doing today? Good? Alhamdulillah. So, in episode 3, we are going to talk about the history of food. But before that, can you please like and subscribe our channel? Thank you. Have you ever known which country that some food originated from, such as ice cream, chips, hamburger, and pizza?
To be honest, I also never know where the food comes from, but after doing some research, I think it's very interesting to share with my kids squad.
Yes, exactly, me too. I can't wait to start with you guys. So without further ado, let's learn about the history of food.
Yes, but before that, we would be happy if you guys can anticipate our questions. Let's focus and challenge our mind. Are you ready? Let's begin. And good luck, Kids Squad. You got this.
The first food that I'm going to share with you today is ice cream. You remember in the first episode where Yomna teach us the do-it-yourself method for us to do our own ice cream? If not, you better go and watch our first episode. The link is in our bio to see how we can produce our own ice cream. I am a big fan of ice cream, especially during hot days. Let me show you one of my favorite ice cream. Are you drooling there? Would you like to tell me what is your favorite flavor of ice cream? As for me, I like peppermint chocolate chip. I know some people say that it tastes like toothpaste, but I believe that we all have our own preferences, right?
An ice cream-like food was first eaten in China in 618 to 697 AD. King Tang of Shang had 94 ice men. Yes, 94 men who helped to make a dish of buffalo milk, flour, and camphor. Now, quiz time. What types of milk do you think they are using? Take a guess. Is it cow, buffalo, or goat? Which one? Time's up, Kids Squad. If you guys choose cow, then it is a wrong answer. Now we are only left with two choices, buffalo or goat. And the answer is buffalo milk. It was invented in China about 200 BC when a meal and rice mixture was frozen by packing it into snow. Kids Squad, do you want to know something? The King of England, Charles I, offered his chef this amount of money to keep his ice cream recipe a secret from the rest of England. How much do you think he would pay for his chef? £200, £300, or £500? And the answer is, of course, the highest amount. He paid him £500 a year for him to keep the secret of the recipe of the ice cream.
For your information, it was illegal to sell ice cream sodas on Sunday. Hence, the sellers changed it to Ice Cream Sunday, where they changed the soda to the syrup. And this is because the religious leaders there prohibited the sale of ice cream. So they changed the alphabet Y to E, so it became Ice Cream Sunday. Bonus fact, Cafe Procop, which the first publicly served ice cream in Europe, is still in operation today and is the oldest continuously run restaurant in Paris. Now it is my turn to share with you one of the most popular snacks. I'm sure you've tasted it in your life. Can you guess what it is? It's potato chips. So, potato chips come in various of flavor such as barbecue, spicy, cheddar, sour cream, and mine is cheesy honey. What is more amazing about potato chips is that there is a very interesting history behind the invention of potato chips.
The story begins back in 1853. There is a chef in New York, USA named George Crumb. French fries was one of the most popular dishes in his restaurant. However, one day it was sent back by a customer named Cornelius Vanderbilt to the kitchen with the complaint that it was too thick. Even after several batches of improvements, the customer did not feel satisfied about it. Feeling annoyed with the extremely fussy customer, Crumb decided to make fries that are super thin, that can even be eaten using a fork. Surprisingly, the customer was really satisfied by it, and it was claimed that potato chips had been invented. However, it was found that none of this was true. This is because it was reported that Vanderbilt wasn't even in the United States at that time. The first story of Crumb started to show up around 1885, and Vanderbilt wasn't even included in the story until more than 100 years later as an additional flavor to the existing story. However, historian claims that it is more accurate to say that potato chips became popular because of George Crumb. So give a big hand of applause to Mr. Crumb for popularizing potato chips, which is one of the most favorite snacks in the world.
Before we start, let me ask you a question. When you hear about McDonald's, KFC, or maybe Romley, what type of food comes to your mind? Yes, hamburger. Hamburger is great, isn't it? It is big and will make you feel full, but have you ever guys thought who is the one who created it? Which country it came from? Hamburgers may well be considered America's favorite food. You can find them in hole-in-the-wall diners and at drive-through windows of fast food chains and on the menus of Michelin-starred restaurants. Worldwide, McDonald's sells 75 hamburgers per second. So, where exactly did this tasty beef sandwich originate? Germany! The home of the first hamburger. While the inspiration for the hamburger did come from Hamburg, the sandwich concept was invented much later. In the 19th century, beef from Germany, Hamburg cows, was minced and combined with garlic, onions, salt and pepper, then formed into patties, without bread or a bun, to make hamburger steak. Ow, that sounds good, right? Now I think that maybe after this I will grab a hamburger. Continuing, this early hamburgers were considered gourmet and were quite pricey, given the quality of Hamburg beef. While Germany immigrants began arriving in New York and Chicago, many earned a living by opening restaurants. Menus frequently featured Hamburg steak, an Americanized version of the German offering. During the Industrial Revolution, factory workers were served Hamburg steak from food carts. They proved difficult to eat while standing, so one creative cook sandwiched the meat patty between two slices of bread. Unfortunately, the culinary inventor's name has been lost to history. The Hamburg sandwich was born, an evolution that boosted this food's popularity all over the world. Before we go to the next history of food, let's see if you focus or not. In every second, how many hamburgers are sold by McDonald's? 20, 45, 75, or 90? I guess you focused, huh? Absolutely correct. The answer is 75 hamburger per second. Now we're almost at the end of episode 3, and the last food is going to be every time favorite food, which is pizza. We eat it everywhere, at home, in restaurants, on street corners. Pizza is one of the most popular dishes across the globe. Squad, do you want to learn a thing or two about the savory pie to impress all your friends at the next pizza party? Here are a few interesting facts about the history of pizza. Food similar to pizza, namely flatbreads and over-baked bread with various toppings, have been prepared since the Neolithic age. You can find them in almost every region of the world. However, bakers in Naples prepared the first dish to be known as pizza in the 1600s. This street food was sold to the poor Neapolitans who spent much of their time outside their one-room homes. The Neapolitans would purchase slices of pizza and eat it as they walked, which led contemporary Italian authors to call their eating habits disgusting. In 1889, King Umberto I and Queen Margherita first visited a newly unified Italy and came through Naples, and the Queen asked for varieties of pizzas to try. A baker named Raffaele Espetotio of the Pierto Pizzeria, now known as the Pizzeria Brandy, invented a pie with red tomato sauce, white mozzarella, and green basil, the colors of the Italian flag. This heavenly mix of ingredients quickly won Queen Margherita's approval. Though Queen Margherita gave her royal blessing to the pizza, pizza did not become very well known until the late 1800s, when Italians began migrating to the Americas and carrying their tastes and recipes with them. The real proliferation of pizza occurred when the advent of the pizza chain. Pizza Hut opened in 1958. Little Caesars opened in 1959. Domino's opened in 1960s, and Papa John's opened in 1989. Today, the pizza business brings in an estimated $46 billion in revenue in the United States, with the top 50 pizza chains earning roughly $27 billion. Even more impressively, the entire industry is making about $145 million worldwide. So I think it would be great if I can have my own pizza business, huh? I think I can be rich. We hope that you guys are clear with the explanation, and it would be great if you guys can share knowledge with your family members and friends. Alright, Kids Squad. Before that, we would love if you guys can click the like button, share, and subscribe, and comment to all of our videos. That's all from us, Kids Squad, in this episode. Make sure to stay at home and stay safe, guys. See you guys in next episode next week. Bye!